All right, our third and final section here is static stretching, which you will do at the end of your training sessions and at the end of the race on race day. Your muscles now at this point are obviously fully warmed up from running or walking 7.5 miles. So when you're done with the race, you should initially walk around and just kind of shake out your limbs and get that lactic acid moving. And then static stretching helps prevent post-exercise soreness. So we're going to go through again a full body, just about 6 or 7 static stretches that you can do, and it'll keep you kind of loose and you should feel better for the few days after the race. So the first thing that we're going to do is a shoulder stretch across the chest. So starting with my left arm, I'm going to bring it straight across my chest and bend my right arm and kind of add that extra pressure to get a nice stretch there. So I'm going to hold this for about 20 to 30 seconds on this side, shake it out a little bit and cross over, same thing on the other side. Straight right arm, left arm's bent to increase that tension there. Okay, so to loosen up the torso again, now that we know those core muscles have worked during the race also, we're going to do side bends, but this time we're going to actually hang here for a little bit longer to get that really nice stretch here through the external obliques. So nice deep breathing here. Hold for about 20 to 30 seconds and slowly rotate over to the other side. Same thing. Make sure that you're not leaning forward or back with your trunk. You want to be laterally hanging to the right side here, stretching out these external obliques on this side now. Okay, so I'm going to move down to the mat now, and we're going to do a hamstring stretch for the back of our upper thighs here. So one leg, I'm going to bring in my right leg, bend my knee, and put the sole of my foot at the inner part of my left thigh here. And my left leg, the leg that I'll be stretching, is straight out, and I'm going to lean forward, keeping my back nice and straight. Lean forward until I feel tension in the back of my hamstring here. At that point, you're going to hold at a static position. Remember, keeping the back nice and straight. We're not bending over like this. We can get a nice stretch right from here. And hold for about 20 to 30 seconds on this side. And then slowly switch to the other side. Left leg's bent in, right leg is straight out. Again, bending forward, keeping the back straight until I feel tension in the hamstring. Leaning and holding that there for 20 to 30 seconds again. All right, and you should feel a nice stretch. And you can do more sets or repetitions of these if you feel that you need a particular stretch longer in one area. So I'm going to flip over here onto my belly, and I'm going to do a stretch for my core muscles. So keeping your legs flat out and toes down, I'm going to bring my hands out to my side right here, and I'm going to slowly lift my chest off and raise my head until I can feel the front of my abs pulling a little bit of tension there, getting a nice stretch. Feel it a little bit in your back also. And you can hold, and you can do 2 30-second sets of this reverse trunk stretch. Okay, so coming off of my mat again, I'm going to go back to some lower limb stretches. So my calves always get really sore when I'm doing any kind of exercise. So calf stretch here, we're going to keep the front leg nice and straight. We can bend the opposite leg, the leg that we're not stretching a little bit. And you're going to bring your toes up towards your chest. So you can even assist that a little bit. If you can reach your toes, you can pull them forward towards your chest, and you should feel a nice stretch in the back of your lower leg here in your calf. You can rest your hand on your other leg, that's fine. Hold that for the same duration, and then switch it out. Left leg is straight now, right knee is slightly bent, bringing those toes up towards the chest. Breathing through it and getting a nice stretch throughout the calf here. Okay, now we're gonna do a stretch for your inner thighs right here. We're just gonna do a nice static lunge starting to the right. Again, my knee is in line with my ankle and I'm pushing my butt out. A little hip hinge action here. Inner thigh on my straight leg is stretching here. So holding that for the 20 to 30 seconds and slowly switching over to the other side. Right leg is now straight. Knee and ankle are in a line here and getting a stretch on my inner right thigh now. Okay, and moving on to your hip flexors. We're gonna do a forward lunge. So I'll be getting two different muscles stretching here. So my front leg, as in our lunges from our dynamic warm-up, are out and bent at a 90-degree angle. Knee and ankle are in a line. And back here, my shin is pretty much parallel with the ground. So here I'll be getting a stretch in my front thigh, my hip flexor groin area. And here on the front leg, there's a slight additional hamstring stretch happening. So my back is straight, core is engaged, I'm holding this. And then slowly after those 20 to 30 seconds, switching legs here. 90-degree angle, shin parallel to the ground, core is nice and tall and straight. Getting a nice stretch now on my left hip flexor and a little bit on my right hamstring. Okay, one of our last stretches that we're gonna do, or for our, now that we've done the hamstring a couple times, we're gonna get a nice stretch throughout the quad. So you can either, oh, I don't want the paper, okay.
I know.
Okay, you can either, if you feel comfortable balancing on one leg, you can stand, or you can have your hand on a friend's shoulder or use a wall if you need to, but you're gonna grab right here at the ankle and pull your butt or your heel towards your butt and get a nice stretch here throughout the quad. And then once again, same exercise, you're gonna switch over and bring this heel towards your left butt cheek, keeping your core nice and strong, grabbing at the ankle here, hand on shoulder of a friend or the wall if you need help with balance. Okay, so now we've done pretty much a full body stretch session after the race, and you should be feeling a little bit loosened up, and you should notice a difference the few days after the race with less muscle soreness and tightness and stuff. So good luck in the race, and it's been great working with you. Asante Sana.